Every single day, people turn on their mobile maps to plan routes, drive cars guided by automatic navigation, and track delivery orders in real time. Isn't it remarkable that satellite navigation systems have become ubiquitous in modern life? Most people equate navigation services with GPS, and yet GPS is not merely a tool. It is a satellite navigation system monopolized by the United States, with control and the ability to shut it down entirely resting in American hands. As most countries passively rely on this American standard, China, through the rise of the BeiDou Navigation Satellite System, has paved its own path of independent innovation. From dependence to standing shoulder to shoulder with Europe and the US, China now leads the world. But where did BeiDou's story begin? Its birth originates from an unforgettable memory of humiliation. On July 23, 1993, the US accused the China-based container ship Yinhe of transporting chemical weapon materials to Iran and partially shut down GPS service in the Indian Ocean where the ship was located. The Yinhe, stripped of navigation support, was forced to anchor and drift across the vast ocean for dozens of days. Imagine this: the surface temperature approached 50 degrees Celsius. The crew lacked both water and food, while US warships and aircraft besieged and monitored them. Eventually, the Yinhe docked at the port of Dammam in Saudi Arabia, undergoing joint inspection by China, Saudi Arabia, and the US. And what was the result? No illegal items were found, leaving the US no choice but to sign a report denying its accusations. This incident made China deeply aware that relying on others for core technology would inevitably incur severe cost. That humiliation and resentment transformed into powerful motivation to develop its own satellite navigation system. Thus, in 1994, the BeiDou-1 project was officially initiated with a clear three-step strategy. First step, build BeiDou-1 to provide services within China. Second step, build BeiDou-2 to serve the Asia-Pacific region. And the third step, build BeiDou-3 to provide global services. The lesson was reinforced during the 1999 Kargil War between India and Pakistan, where the US shut down GPS in the war zone, rendering Indian weapons blind. This further strengthened China's resolve. By the end of 2000, BeiDou-1, consisting of 3 satellites, was established, providing services within China. This marked China as the third country in the world, following the United States and Russia, to possess an independent satellite navigation system, a breakthrough from nothing to something. Although it was just a regional system, its military applications allowed China to break free from reliance on GPS. While advancing BeiDou-2, China also attempted international cooperation. In 2000, the EU launched the Galileo project. In 2003, China became the first to join, investing over 200 million euros. Yet, despite being an investor, China was excluded from core technology research. Was this not a bitter lesson? China decisively chose to build BeiDou-2 independently, adopting a mixed constellation mode with marked performance advantages in the Asia-Pacific region, especially in low latitudes. But the path forward was never smooth. In 2006, BeiDou-2 faced a crisis. Imported atomic clocks could not be delivered on time. As the heart of navigation satellites, atomic clocks directly determine positioning accuracy. Without them, the project would collapse. At that moment, Se Jun, chief designer of BeiDou-2, stepped forward. Leading domestic researchers, he successfully developed a domestically produced rubidium atomic clock, giving the Chinese star a Chinese heart. On December 27, 2012, BeiDou-2 officially provided regional services, covering the Asia-Pacific region, a leap from China to Asia Pacific. On November 19, 2018, 2 global networking satellites of BeiDou 3 were successfully launched from the Xichang Satellite Launch Center, marking the system's march towards global service. By then, the BeiDou team had accumulated rich technical experience and achieved 100% localization of core components. No longer dependent on foreign technology, BeiDou stood tall. On July 31, 2020, national leaders solemnly announced at the Great Hall of the People the official launch of the BeiDou 3 Global Satellite Navigation System. On that day, China's BeiDou faced the world. By November 2023, the International Civil Aviation Organization officially recognized BeiDou as one of the global civil aviation navigation standards. Alongside GPS, Russia's GLONASS, and the EU's Galileo, BeiDou became one of the 4 core suppliers acknowledged by the International Committee on Global Navigation Satellite Systems. Today, the Chinese Navy equipped with BeiDou has a combat radius covering the entire Indian Ocean. Chinese vessels can be protected in any sea area in real time. The humiliation of the Yinhe will never be repeated. By 2024, BeiDou services and related products have been exported to over 140 countries. In Africa, Nigeria develops digital agriculture with BeiDou plus drones. In the Middle East, the UAE relies on BeiDou's precise positioning for oil exploration. In the Americas, Argentina applies BeiDou technology in livestock farming. Domestically, over 98% of smartphones support BeiDou navigation. Millions of vehicles rely on BeiDou signals, and by 2024, China's satellite navigation and location service industry reached a value of 575.8 billion yen. BeiDou has deeply integrated into economic and social development. The rise of BeiDou tells the world that China has the ability and determination to achieve autonomy and control in key technology fields. No blockade or suppression can hinder China's technological progress. The starlight of BeiDou not only guides you and me, it illuminates the path forward for the nation. And with that, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of GCommentary. Goodbye.